Greetings and welcome to my channel. Before we begin, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Signs and symptoms of early pregnancy. Missing your period might be the biggest sign of early pregnancy, but there are a plethora of signs that we just do not pay attention to. These signs can quite easily identify early pregnancy if they are combined with your menstrual cycle and other symptoms. These signs are pretty obvious sometimes, and at times, these are a little subtle too. So, go through these signs to find out exactly how you can identify an early pregnancy just by paying some attention. Tender breasts. Most women have experienced some sort of discomfort in their breasts during early pregnancy, so it is one of the most common signs. You would feel like your breasts have gone sore, and they might even get swollen. These changes usually occur due to your hormones because after conception, your hormones are basically on a roller coaster ride, and it also affects your breasts and makes them super painful and sore. But the discomfort only lasts for a couple of weeks, so you don't have to worry about it. Constant urination. You might have heard that in the second and third trimesters, women tend to pee a lot because of the pressure on their bladder. But what most people don't know is that you would also feel the urge to constantly urinate after a few weeks of pregnancy too. It is because the blood in your body evidently increases once you conceive, which means your kidneys would be processing a lot more fluid than usual, and the extra fluid would obviously end up in your urinary bladder. So constant urination is another symptom of early pregnancy. Missed period. It is one of the most obvious signs of pregnancy because you only think about being pregnant when you miss your period. You should get a pregnancy test if 2 weeks have passed and you still haven't gotten your period. But this sign might not be helpful for people who already have irregular periods. There also are people who don't get their periods for several months without being pregnant. So these are some pretty common conditions, and you cannot completely rely on a missed period to know whether you are pregnant or not. Sleepiness. You will start feeling extra dizzy and sleepy in the earlier days of your pregnancy. Scientists have been doing a lot of research on why exactly does this happen, and it could be mainly because of the increasing levels of progesterone at the start of pregnancy. You would feel like sleeping all the time, and your body would be extra tired. But this period only lasts for the first trimester of pregnancy, and you become pretty active once you are done with this lazy phase. Bloating. Bloating is also an earlier sign of pregnancy, and most women experience it. The reason why most women go through bloating, obviously, is hormones, as they mess up with literally everything in our body. The bloating may last for days or even weeks sometimes. Bloating is a very prominent sign of pregnancy, and you should keep that in mind after you have missed a period. Look out for any signs of bloating, and if you notice anything, immediately go for the pregnancy test because you might already be a few weeks pregnant. Higher body temperature. It is also noticed that when you are during the early pregnancy stage, your body temperature tends to rise. Even if you would go for a walk or just take a hot bath, you would feel as if your body temperature has gone as high as 100 degrees. It is pretty normal as the basal body temperature tends to increase during early pregnancy. The rise in body temperature once again is because of our very own hormones.